Thank you, Rob. And thank you for chairing our Festival of Learning and creating a wonderful virtual learning experience for our members this year. And thank you to all of you joining us tonight to kick off our very first ever virtual district assembly here in District 5180. Every year, Rotarians throughout our district, from Oroville to Roseville, Clarksburg to Gridley, El Dorado Hills to Elk Grove, and everywhere in between, we gather together to look ahead at the possibilities and opportunities that lie before us as we prepare for a new Rotary year. And we are excited about new ways to fundraise, to bring in new members, and especially new ways to serve our local and global communities. Many of you will be in leadership positions in your clubs next year, whether it's the club president, the Rotary Foundation chair, the membership chair, or some other leadership position. And I want to now tell you a little bit about Rotary International's leader for next Rotary year. RI President-elect Shekhar Mehta. Shekhar joined Rotary in 1984 and is a member of the Rotary Club of Calcutta, Mahanagar in West Bengal, India. He has served in many different leadership positions, both in his club and Rotary International, and has received Rotary's Service Above Self Award and the Rotary Foundation's Citation for Meritorious Service and Distinguished Service Awards. He and his wife Rashi are major donors to the Rotary Foundation and are members of the Bequest Society. I've had the opportunity on several occasions to hear Shekhar speak and am inspired by his passion for Rotary and those we serve. He is encouraging all Rotarians to each one bring one, and he also has a focus on empowering girls. We also embrace each year with a new Rotary theme, something to motivate and inspire us to continue doing the great things that we do. And I'd like to introduce Shekhar's theme for 2021-2022, Serve to Change Lives. This theme really speaks to what we as Rotarians do every day. We may never see the faces of those people who benefit from our efforts, but we do change lives for the better. And how do we do that? By being superheroes, which leads me to our district theme for next year. Rotary, creating today's superheroes. Some of the traits of a superhero are courage, strong moral code, and fighting spirit. And don't those same traits describe a Rotarian? I wanted to recognize and celebrate the work our Rotarians do, using their time, talents, and treasures to make others' lives better, and this theme supports that. You will be seeing the superhero theme play out throughout the year, which will be fun, but it will also underscore the amazing work that you do as Rotarians. And many of you do it in your spare time, with full-time jobs, families, and other commitments in your lives. The Rotarians in our district continue to amaze and inspire me, and I thank you for all that you have done and hope to do in the coming year. And now, speaking of superheroes, I would like to share a short video, a teaser, if you will, about the district conference for next year in spring of 2022.
For the third year running, an identical pattern. Just had a call from the president of the Gotham City League of Banks. He told me bluntly the league is becoming uneasy.
Sure, and I don't blame them. A fine bunch of April fools we're looking.
Oh, don't castigate yourselves. You're tip-top officers, all of you. But still, 2 years in this case, and you men haven't turned up a single clue. Any reason to think you'll do better this time?
This one is bigger than the lot of us. Commissioner, we need help.
5180. How can we help you?
So save the date, next spring 2022, for a great time in South Lake Tahoe. The committee's already been working hard to develop a wonderful conference for you. And now I want to look back to the past year that we've all been through, the crazy times. We've had to change our lives in so many ways, and we've had to learn how to have our meetings and trainings and fundraisers and even socials virtually. But as we see a little bit of light at the end of that tunnel, and we got to start thinking about what our Rotary clubs are going to look like coming out of this pandemic. And the silver lining in all of this is that we have the flexibility going forward to make changes in our clubs. We can look at how we've always done things and maybe see where there's opportunities to do things differently. Now I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Vicki Puliz. Vicki will serve as the Rotary International Director from Big West Zones 26 and 27 beginning July 1st this year, and will serve for 2 years. She is a proud member of the Rotary Club of Sparks, Nevada, having joined the club in 1992 and served as club president in 2004-2005. She then served as district governor in our neighboring district 5190 in 2013-14. Vicki's why in Rotary is to make a positive difference, whether in youth service, public image, polio eradication, leadership development, education, or growing Rotary through new clubs and supporting Rotarians and Rotaractors. Vicki and her husband Tim live in Reno, Nevada, and their blended family includes 7 adult children, 9 grandchildren, and 3 Rotary Youth Exchange daughters. They support the Rotary Foundation as major donors and are members of the Paul Harris Society, Polio Plus Society, and the Bequest Society. And they are members of the International Fellowship of Flying Rotarians. It is my honor to introduce Rotary International Director-elect Vicki Puliz.
Welcome to the Festival of Learning. It is so great to be here with you today as we look to the future, incorporating what we have learned from the past months of profound change, taking the best and leaving the rest. Like the idea of 29 different topics spread over 4 weeks and YouTube, so you can get your Rotary on at any time that works for you and not miss a thing. What a great example of adapting and using technology to respond to members' needs. So as we take a fresh look at our Rotary experience, let's start with why. Why are you a Rotarian? If you're like me, why I am a Rotarian is not the same reason I joined my club. At that point, I didn't know a thing about Rotary, but I was really lucky that a couple of people I knew through business invited me to join the club. I really liked everyone I met. They were welcoming, friendly, and upbeat. And I saw that the people in the room would really expand my business contacts. I joined for business networking. Now, when I ask myself why I'm a Rotarian, it takes me back to my first RILA camp, Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, with 120 high school juniors coming together for a week of leadership training in the beautiful Sierra Nevada mountains. It was on the board break on the last day of camp. Now, maybe you're familiar with this. This is a process where campers face obstacles in their lives that are getting in the way or holding them back from achieving their goals and their dreams. Each camper has a board. On one side of the board, campers write what they want to achieve. Maybe this is going to college, a happy life, more confidence. On the other side of the board, the campers write obstacles, things like fear of failure, problems in their family, not trusting others. It's a really impactful process. And at the end of the week, you see campers with these 2 pieces of broken board, taking them home with them like they're the most precious things in the world. Well, on this particular day, one of the girls, Sophie, could not break her board. Now visualize how this is done. There's 2 concrete blocks. The board is placed between the blocks. You're kneeling on one knee and you break through the board, through the obstacles. Well, as I said, Sophie could not break her board. Pretty soon, all of the other campers, 119 teenagers, were all finished, and everyone's waiting for Sophie, who is sobbing at this point. What do you do? It would have been so easy to move on and figure that Sophie would be okay, but no. The camp director got down on one knee with her, and he talked to her very calmly about how she could break through these obstacles. You see, it never was about a board to her. And then every other camper, without being asked, surrounded Sophie, putting their hands up in support and silent except for a few soft, encouraging words. This was an amazing sight to see 16 and 17-year-olds who a few days before had nothing in common with Sophie, doing everything they could to support her and completely respecting her struggle. When she finally did break that board, it was a success felt by everyone there. Sophie gained some personal insights and strength that day that she may have never gotten any other way, tools that will help her the rest of her life, and the knowledge that she is not alone. That's why I'm a Rotarian. We can make a difference and change a life. And when we change that life, it changes us. Think about your own experience. Have you changed someone else's life for the better by your involvement in Rotary? Have you had your own life changed for the better through Rotary? Think about the power, the impact of sharing these personal stories, these stories of why you are a Rotarian or a Rotaractor, these stories of how you have changed lives and how your own life has been changed. We may have more than one why, and it's not always easy to put our why into words, but when we do, it's a powerful message, and it's a message that resonates both emotionally and intellectually. Building pride, clarifying purpose, and creating engagement with our members and participants. Expanding our reach to attract and welcome others who would like to participate or know more. So think about why you're a Rotarian. It could be to create relationships and friendships that help you in your business and profession. This was Paul Harris's original purpose, after all. What a great thing to get to know other business, professional, and community leaders who share our core values. Our core values of friendship, integrity, diversity, service, and leadership. Or because you've come to appreciate the incredible friendships that you've formed with people that you might not know any other way. Or to expand your own leadership skills and experience, no matter what stage you are in your career or in your life. Improving public speaking, listening skills, developing collaborative and transformational leadership skills, gaining expertise in working with other leaders, as peers, and as an active and engaged member of your club. Or because you want to be part of something larger than yourself. Leveraging your time and your resources to make a difference through service in your own community or in another community somewhere else in the world. Get in touch with why you are a Rotarian and take the time to discover why other members are Rotarians as well. It is indeed a special way to get to know each other, strengthening the bonds of friendship that are the basis of who we are in Rotary and what we do. Changing lives for the better and creating lasting change. Once we're clear on our purpose, let's ensure that our club and Rotary delivers that value and relevance to each of us. I like to say that the very best ideas come from Rotarians, and that is certainly true of our action plan, our roadmap that came from interviews, surveys, and focus groups with Rotarians and Rotaractors as we were developing our vision statement. Now you know our vision statement, right? Together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our community, and in ourselves. Well, along with that vision statement, some other big ideas emerged and that are now known as our 4 priorities. Increasing our impact, recognizing that we are really good at doing things, doing good things, but that we don't often measure what we do or focus our efforts so that we create that lasting change we talk about in our vision. Expanding our reach, finding new ways for people who also want to do good things to be part of Rotary. Enhancing participant engagement, making sure our members and others who connect with us in Rotary, like our families, beneficiaries, donors, or partners, all feel respected, appreciated, and positively involved with our club and with Rotary. Or increasing our ability to adapt, which has certainly come to life in these last few months, hasn't it? As we've witnessed the incredible capacity of our members and our clubs to adapt and to innovate, finding new ways to connect, to lead, and to serve. Can you imagine if all the Rotary clubs in the world, if all the Rotarians in the world were working in the same direction using these 4 priorities? Wow. So as you're participating in the discussions during this fantastic Festival of Learning, and in your activities in your clubs, use the roadmap of our 4 priorities and bring them to life as we grow Rotary. Growing Rotary by increasing our impact, focusing our activities and our service to create lasting change, making the very most of our members' efforts, and measuring the difference that we are making. Growing Rotary by expanding our reach. Growing our Rotary family by providing new ways to engage with Rotary, new channels into Rotary, and reaching out to people who hadn't considered being part of the Rotary family before. Let's do our part to make sure Rotary is no longer that well-kept secret. Let's grow the awareness of truly who we are, what we do, and why it matters. Growing Rotary by enhancing participant engagement, understanding what is relevant to our members and other participants to fully engage them, growing our value and our involvement. Growing Rotary by increasing our ability to adapt and innovate, embracing change and streamlining how we operate to make it easy, fun, and rewarding to be part of Rotary. The world needs Rotary now more than ever before. This is Rotary's time to shine. And this is your time to shine as we serve to change lives. Thank you.